Hi, thanks for checking out our channel. This is going to be a little show and tell video on this unit. This is an old Gallagher unit. It's a battery powered unit. It's called a Gallagher Super Battery 3. It's a 12 volt model, but it can also run up to 36 volts, so 12, 24, 36 volts DC. But so you could take so instead of running, like I see, a 30 watt solar panel on the thing, if you don't want to spend the money to do that, you could buy, get 2 or 3 12 volt batteries, wire them in series, and run them off of either 12, 24, or 36. That would allow the unit to run longer before it needs to be, the batteries would run down and couldn't run anymore. So that was a workaround on the thing. That's a good old school unit. There was not a whole lot wrong with it. I started making a video on this, and my phone was low on the battery. I don't have any special cameras. I just use my cell phone, smartphone, whatever you're going to call it, to make these videos. So I was trying to charge my phone and make a video of repairs at the same time. Well, it was working pretty hard, the phone was, and a little temperature message came from my phone. I'm like, oh shoot. So I stopped, hit the little button to acknowledge the temperature overheating thing, and when I did that, it stopped the video, so I couldn't even, I lost the, I had about 12-minute video, 13 minutes into the video. It's about a 30-40 minute fix on the thing to get the thing running right. And I was like, I really can't go backwards in time, so I don't have the, I had the partial video, but it's not even worth watching when I'm right in the middle of the thing, and it's just, so I'm not going to upload that video. I'm probably just going to delete, get rid of that space on my phone. But let's hook this thing up. Tell you a little bit about it. Pretty neat. This is a 1987 model, based on the sticker on the inside, and we'll pull this apart, but you see the inside. So there's a switch down here. I don't know if that's a factory switch. That's been changed out. Got the nice green LED lighting up there. Has a red light flashing there at every pulse. Now this is the predecessor before the Gallagher B600 came out. This, I think the B600 parts would fit right in this thing with no problem, because it has the same type of capacitor size that the B600 took. The B1200 had 2 capacitors versus 1 and a different board and stuff like that. But let's put our tester on there. I'm just going to use this analog one. We're getting about 6.5 to 7, between 6.5 and 7 kV out of it. So let's put the pair of needle pliers here. We'll just create like a little spark jump across here. We'll go ground and get really close to the fence side. So let's I hear something. It sounded like something was arcing inside. Let's pull this apart. I was going to pull it apart anyways to see show you the inside, but I think we might have something else going on here. Nice, neat, like robin egg blue looking cover to it. There's the inside, the main board, output board, capacitor, and there's a transformer hiding right there. You can see March 2nd of 1987. See peak output voltage, it said 7.5 kV, but that really, I mean, it's on a digital tester. I can go get my digital one here somewhere, put it on there. I think I used the other one here earlier, and it read like 8 with it, but my analog one says about 6.5, 7. Let's see, March of 87. Didn't figure out what the arcing was coming from. That was kind of weird. Turn the power back on. The power supply hooked back up. See if we can create that spark gap deal and see if we can see where it might have been arcing from, because I didn't like the sound of that. Can't seem to do it again. I think I have an idea where it was coming from though. Because the wiring on the inside of it is really clean. Nothing was corroded or burnt. Coming from here. See, this is nice and clean. We just put solder on there earlier. Yeah, see? Now, the Gallagher does their dates backwards. Well, not backwards. They do it differently format. They do day, month, year. So it's 11th of February of 87. This is this one's board was built, and the unit was built March 2nd of 87. So the board was built first, and they made a whole bunch of them, and they installed the board as they built the units. So this is a original factory board to this unit. Board was built in mid-February. The unit was built first part of March. Capacitor was wore out, bad, issues with the board a little bit, and then we put some new light bulbs on the, whatever you call it, on the output board. Come on. Let's see if there's any kind of date on this board. I don't remember seeing one when I was fooling with it. Oh yeah, there's a date on this board. Front side. This board is old style, probably original to it. Yeah. Board was built in 86, so it looks like it was built on the 15th of December of 86. So what Gallagher, most brands do, they build a bunch of parts, a bunch of boards, bunch of whatever, transformers, something. They have them in a big stockpile, and then they build their units after they build all the parts. So this board was built at the end, mid December of 86. So 15th of December of 86 is when this board was built. And so this is original board. Both original board there, that's original board. Capacitor's of course been changed because it was wore out. Got the board all fixed up there, fixed those bulbs there, replaced the capacitor in there. Transformer, I'm assuming it's probably original, so there's no sticker on the side of it. And on the replacement transformer that they did make for these, they put a sticker on the side of with the part number and the date transformer was built and everything. But the factory ones typically they don't have any date stickers on them at all on the transformers. Let's put this board back in here though. But these boards have this like epoxy, like petroleum jelly Vaseline stuff on the board. They do that to kind of protect them from corrosion, moisture, and stuff like that. Let's see if I can. I'll prop that unit up a little bit. That'll work, I think. And I want to arc across there again with a screwdriver or a pair of pliers and see if we can trigger that snapping sound again. Power supply's hooked up. This hit me through the insulation on this. It's shorted out. I can't seem to get that. I think what was going on was doing that arc, you know, it made a funny sound underneath here. Underneath there, I'm trying to point right there, between each one of these bolts, these little angled things facing each other. And I think sometimes if they're too close, they'll shoot an arc across to one tab to the other. And I think that's what was going on. So, but I think we're good to go. But we'll probably let this thing run overnight with a load. We'll put a load on it, stress it out a little bit, and then move on to the next one. But this is old school stuff. It's got original board. Both boards were original. Patcher, I think, was definitely original too. It was reading very little at all. But old school rules.